Yo, come here, pussy. So we know about the several generations across My Little Pony, right? We got G1, the OG, G2, the one that no one talks about because there was no show, G3 and G3.5, the ones with completely undeserved hate, G4, the beginning of the Brony infestation and my permanent infection, G4.5, the cocaine overdose, and the current standing one, G5. Or as I'm calling it, Goat 5. This one is a special case, as this one is actually a direct sequel to G4 with two different ongoing series. Make Your Mark originally was the main series, a neglected child that got dragged out into the back alley and murdered in cold blood, while the second series, Tell Your Tale, is a side series that's a spoiled child that gets all the attention from mom and dad. And me personally, if I were to choose which child I'd favor more, I'd choose Tell Your Tale, the spoiled child and the current main series. Cause holy fuck y'all, this show is absolutely stellar. It is fun as fuck. If I were to describe the entirety of Tell Your Peak, it is like if you took Pony Life and reduced its excessive cocaine, gave it a dip of charm from those early 2000s Nick Jr. shows, and actually made it easier to digest and consume, all with a 5-minute runtime. Pony Life is like a free handout of type 1 diabetes. Tell Your Tale is like a tiny little sugar rush that you get after eating a bowl of cereal. And I miss those times, man. I miss those times for real. Now, one big thing about Tell Your Mother that makes me act like an energetic child while I'm a grown-ass man is the characters' personalities. It feels like they took the central aspect about the main cast in the movie plus Make Your Mark and dialed them up to 50, while still keeping what makes them special and entertaining. Sunny is still her optimistic, self-conscious, and very selfless self. Except her self-consciousness has more focus and she gets a lot of new short stories that focus on her new role as a unity bringer of all three tribes and her friends. Pip is still a self-confident, fun-loving celebrity who actually cares a ton about her fanbase, but they turned up the TikTok energy, dialed the self-positivity to 1000, dialed the rarity dramatics to the same value as God's age, and made her the queen of the Tell Your Tale OST. She is such a valley girl, and an absolutely adorable one at that. Zip is still the bold, inquisitive, and fairly introverted pony, but her athleticism and her introvert-leading nature is focused on more, and she's relatable as fuck for it, and she is also the best character in the show. Don't at me. Hitch is still an absolute unit of a leader that cares about his town and is also a big daddy, yet here his big daddy nature to his son and his animals are shown a lot more tenfold. I want Hitch to read me a bedtime story so that he'll keep me from fearing my sleep hilarious demon. Izzy is still Izzy, except here she Izzy's all over the place like crazy. And Misty is still some of the more complex and beautifully done characters in the entirety of MLP. But here we get to see a lot more of her inner anxieties, self-doubt, her empathy, and in Season 1, her devotion to Opa Witch. She deadass says, Opaline is gonna love me for at least 5 minutes when she gets her hands on this, bruh. I'm fucking sick. These goofballs are able to have the most fun aspects of their personalities shine the brightest, giving me some of the most fun casts I've ever had the fortune of watching in a minute, and one that I always look forward to watching at any turn. Also, these three are objectively the top 3 of the entire main cast. Sorry, I don't make the rules, I'm just the enforcer, little homie. Another thing, one big thing that helps make Tell Your Tale an unironic banger of a series to watch is the music. That nigga Daniel Ingram must have sent down an essence of their soul when FIM ended, because the songs in this show are an absolute bop that every being should listen to. Whether it's the background music itself just radiating groovy vibes or downright happy vibes, or it's the vocal traps that slap harder than my dad's belt. A ton of them feel like those random out-of-the-blue ass songs you'd hear in shows like Team Umizoomi or The Backyardigans or Wow Wow Wubsy that for no reason will go absolutely insane and stay in your head for months when you were a kiddo. I don't want to play the songs for too long because the Hasbro ninjas will probably strap me to a chair and start blasting me with 50 rounds, but like, just look at songs like Up and tell me straight that you wouldn't hear this shit as an early 2000s kid. Or this show's borderline iconic song, Let Out Your Light. Or some random groovy ass shit like Don't Lose Your Groove. Or the feel-good golden dish, Every New Day. Or one of the heartwarming, beautiful ones, I Choose You, not from Pokemon. Or just straight up one of the best songs in the series, which is a song called No Joke, All for the Love of Trash. A song about trash. Trash. Trash! Is able to be some of the catchiest songs ever put in a cartoon. Like, goddamn, Izzy, did you find instruments made of fire in that dumpster? Cause good lord, this song slapped. The song is so crazy that sometimes in public I have to downright restrain myself from singing the song out loud the instant it appears in my mind and just never ends. It has me in a chokehold, though. I'm about to lose my mind with how much they cook with these tracks, bruh. Make Your Mark has some goated shit too, though, but this is a Tell Your Tale video, so I ain't gonna cover it just this once. Which, as long as these songs exist, that is a crime you should put me on death row for. Another thing that makes Tell Your Customer Service Manager fun as fuck is the episodes themselves. There's various different types of Tell Your Tale episodes, but the one that the show tends to do the most is one that's sole purpose is to just be funny or just make you laugh. And ones that just don't make a damn lick of sense. One episode where Misty goes full warrior mode to defend her dad from getting jumped in a street food fight? Why not? One episode where Pip traps herself in a pumpkin and wreaks havoc around the hood? Sure. One episode where the characters wake out of bed with messy hair only for the hair to rebel against their masters and commit straight up hate crimes? Eat that up! Eat that up now! One episode where the characters turn into tiny little kids and cause chaos twice, thrice? Here it is. One episode where the main characters turn into fucking evil alter egos by wearing a singular necklace? Actually, hold on a damn second. Let's talk about this one in particular for a minute. So in this episode, they become opposite evil versions of themselves once they put on the hater pendulum made by Opawitch, and what they become has me flabbergasted, y'all. When Hitch wears it, he goes from sheriff to full-on anarchist forcing his home in a litter. When Sunny wears it, she becomes a supreme co-op hater going,
"Fuck this teamwork shit! I'm sick of all y'all!"
Zip suddenly becomes a tyrant, acting like that she got possessed by Nightmare Moon's dormant vengeful spirit, and Pip becomes a fucking emo rock star? Bro pulled out the multi-neck guitar and started playing the Devil May Cry soundtrack. And Izzy, my good girl Izzy, becomes racist! Bro had the Lord Monkey-hating Frieza come out of his soul. The Legion of Doom escaped their stone chambers just to spread racism once again. And threw one of the main protagonists too. What happened to you, bro? Motherfucker went, "Yo, I'm Izzy, and here's a poem for you. Earth ponies Musty and Pegasi Krusty. They all need to be deported right back to their goddamn country, nigga!"
What did he say?
I'm just saying, if you bump into her in the streets, bro, while she have this hater pendulum, she about to have a nigga moment like no tomorrow. Stick Meter came back from hell yet again, just to possess her ass and wreak havoc. I'm telling y'all, this franchise is not being the racist allegations. Aight, where was I? Ah yes, silliness. These episodes are that type of entertainment where you just like to cool down from a long-ass day at either work or school, and then flip one of these episodes on just to have a good laugh, or use this as a replacement for your heroin. And despite a lot of these not making a fraction of sense or just being incredibly goofy, there's a ton of heart here in this kind of goofiness. One where it just hits all the comfort chemicals or the plain happy chemicals. It's like a visual antidepressant, and it's working. Another essential part of Tell Your Tale episodes that make them as fun as they are is when it's focused on just being plain wholesome and sweet. Firstly, it's TUES Day. It's an episode where Izzy becomes a fucking tornado siren to tell her friends of this special day called TUES Day. I don't know whether or not the motherfuckers on Bridalwood are high on some newfound crack, or desperately need to actually buy a calendar to learn what a Tuesday is. The point is that Izzy tells the others about this day, and the others can't participate because they're busy working their soul-crushing 9-to-5s that will probably replace them with AI. And she starts feeling sad that she doesn't have a unicorn friend to spend the day with. And you wanna know what Izzy does instead? She uses her DIY skills to make a new homie out of pure trash and spends the entire day with him. And it actually goes pretty well. She's actually having a good time with this makeshift friend that she made out of a matter of principles. And then once her friends remember, they actually pull up to celebrate it with her like the good friends they are. And of course party hard. Secondly, another episode titled Maritime Bay 2.0, where Pip edits a compilation of Family Guy funny moments. Maritime Bay funny moment, where Posey gets eaten alive by Flower the Flower, and everything's all cool and dandy until Izzy pops in and
Files erased.
Deletes all the footage. And Pip is just incredibly devastated seeing all those memories just vanish into nothing. And the first things her friends do? Incredibly dumb and silly things just to make her happy. And it actually works. For a little while. And then Zip, being the best older sister she is, has a great idea and recreates the entire Maritime Bay Day with her friends just to make her sister happy. Honestly, peak older sibling behavior. God bless you, Zip, you my goat for real. Thirdly, Starscout Code is where a 20-year-old orphan Sunny gets a secret message from her father, who unfortunately died on his journey to achieve the Sorcerer's Milk. And after ruining a throne, ensuring Zip and Pip are going to get a beating from their mom, playing Bridalwood's second popular rhythm game, and Izzy being an amazing DIY crafter, they finish an old equestrian-styled magical illustration carpet, with the final message from her dad being that family is ultimately just a fancy meaning for always sticking together. which these fellas have done to the very end like the real homies they are. Fifthly, Panic on Harvest and Hugs Day is where Queen Big Mama is about to come and visit her daughters and their homies for the holiday, Harvest and Hugs Day, where Pip is on the borderline levels of a psychotic breakdown because if this folds, Queen Haven will pull out the life-altering, belt-breathing, fifth form, hyper cheeks clapping flash. Things go pretty well and wonderful until Sparky misfires his trumpet and the whole damn dinner burns down. And Pip then starts to shit anvils. And because the two sisters care so much about making this perfect for their mother, they end up remaking the whole thing in the most pathetic rush job imaginable that it's honestly kind of hilarious. And you'd think it'd get worse from there, right? Damn right, fucker. Because Pip breaks Sparky's tail and causes a domino effect of fumble after fumble, before Queen Haven gets a 1000-degree carrot cake on her face. But then Pip profusely apologizes to her mom for ruining the holiday, and the latter responds simply stating that she didn't ruin the holiday, that the food and festivities are really just a bonus, and that the best part of the holiday is just being with everybody in the family and sharing love. After all, the family doesn't get together as often as it used to. And then Sparky prepares to commit arson. And then there's one of the recent episodes, A Swig and a Misty. And this episode, man, oh my god. Okay, so we have Alpha Biddle, Misty's biological dad, Queen Big Mama, Zip and Pip, and then Misty herself, who not too long ago just finally told off her abusive stepmother, Opa Witch. They all go on a family field trip, right? And Misty's just depressed as all hell because headassery after headassery comes back to back. They almost get blown out of the sky because they pulled an ice show speed and used fireworks in an unsafe area. Went to see some critters and got assaulted by a giant enemy frog, and then failed a round of Super Mario Party River survival before falling right to hell. And this makes Misty into a sad sack. And when Misty gets sad, I get sad, nigga. I'm gonna fake. But after depresso hours pass, Zip and Pip come up as the realest bros ever, and decide to cheer up Misty by hopping on that Pony Premiere Pro CC and edit the entire trip, focusing on the important moments, to show that despite all the potential fire hazards, the risk of death by frog, and falling down 5 stories, it's all just a happy found family out to have a sweet and wonderful time, sharing nothing but laughs and love. Like, bro, that is so damn sweet. And then look at my goat Misty. She was just so happy after that montage, giving her father a hug while the gang joins. That's that real shit, dog. Why? Why does this gotta be damn sweet? This show got that wholesome shit that be making me, a goofball faced with too much cynicism in my day-to-day life, just smile and take in that good vibe. This show's about to take me out of my villain arc real quick, bro. Give me more stories of the gang hanging out, living life, and being the realest ones ever before I start blowing up hospitals, my dog. And one more essential part of Tell Your Tale episodes to make the show as enjoyable as it is are the ones that are heavily focused on specific characters, main cast, or even minor cast. Whether it's adding new information completely, or just adding to what we already know, or just simply having fun with them. There are a dump load of episodes to cover, and there's only so much that my ADHD ass brain can attempt to put together here, y'all. So for the sake of ease, I'll just go over these episodes that I personally consider to be some of the show's strongest. A Day in the Life of a Psychopath. This one has my second favorite opening to any Tell Your Tale episode, as Pip wakes up the gang with an amazing as fuck song and streams to her tier 3 massive family friendly audience, giving them all a sneak peek to a day in the life of Pip Pippity Pipperoni Prettles, in her quest to receive 100 million OnlyFans donate, in her quest to receive 100 million followers. Eat your heart out, Mr. Beast. Pepperoni and cheese petals is coming for your ass. And I think she's probably gonna win, too. Zip, the protective older sister, tells Bro to chill out because if she does too much, she's gonna crash out and just get herself sick. But Pip just goes, nah, I'd win. So she streams every aspect of her day to her people. The breakfast she eats, the songs she's singing, the perfume she's crafting, the hair she's barbering, the ponies she's killing, the houses she's burning down, the flowers that she's smelling. The immune system she's failing. And who could have seen this coming? Zip warned her not to do too much or else she'll crash out. And surprise, surprise, because Pip did too much, she crashed the fuck out. And she's just sad as hell that she now gotta stream herself in bed sneezing and coughing like she's SpongeBob after getting the suds. But she does let Hitch know that ultimately, this whole thing isn't just about the followers, clout, the dough, YouTube monetization, none of that bullshit. She just really hates letting her fan base down, because they all mean a lot to her, and she wants nothing but the best for them, whether it's content or just in general. And Hitch reminds her to chillax, broski, because her fan base still loves her and her content, and that her priority still should be to take care of herself while she's at it. Because if she doesn't, she won't be able to be there for the peeps that need her, and that she also won't be making much content anytime soon either. Which is a lesson that many content creators, including my stupid ass, could really use. And it's sweet. Shows me that Pip is a little more than just the funny TikTok horse doing funny Fortnite dances. She is ultimately just an entertainer who wants to make the best for her people that love her. Honestly, I gotta give respect to that. Chick streamers can learn a really valuable lesson from her. P plus P equals BFFs. We finally get another episode based on the Squidward tentacles of the show, Posey Glow. And in the beginning, Izzy's just selling her homie bracelet in mass numbers, and she's just like, is this what being an artist under corporate feels like? Am I getting my soul sucked out? Will I be replaced by AI? Nah, baby, I'm making bank! And while Pip is underpaying her artists, Posey's just trying to learn what's the hype behind the homie bracelet meta. And what happens is just tragic as hell to watch, I'm not gonna lie. After going on a ride and seeing people have a good time with their homies, Posey's just on the ride alone and the bracelet's just doing absolutely nothing, just like Shadowplay. And the entire time, you could just see her coping, making excuses as to why her lonely ass ain't having the homie bracelet work. And it's just sad to watch. It is actually fucking tragic. Posey then starts playing every game in the carnival, fucking around in the silly mirror room from the Wub Club. And not a single time has the homie bracelet reacted. Why? Why isn't this working? Is there something missing? Must more balls be thrown? Pause. So then she goes to refund the bracelet, gives up, and the very next thing she sees is a fucking couple on a boat with their bracelets. Sweet lordy lord, that is sad. I have reason to believe that you are suffering from chronic bitch dependency, Miss Posey. And right before Posey could consider jumping in the water, Pip, being a real one, comes out and tells Posey, hey brother, I don't think this bracelet's broken. They're called homie bracelets for a reason, buddy. Ugh, what's that supposed to mean? Peep the name, fool. It means you gotta spend time with a homie. Well, I don't have a homie. Well, I know just the pony who could help you with that. Psh, who's the dumbass that could ever consider that? Real shit? And with that, the two of them come up and hang out gathering some friendship charms. And it's very wholesome. Underneath that Karen, angry Walmart mother asshole behavior really just lies a lonely ass girl who could really use a friend in her life. And you know that's all she needed. Cause look at her face, bro was on cloud 9 just from Pip offering to be her bestie. That is beautiful. Too bad Pip died to the Karen ball at the end though. Sparkle School. A Misty Focus episode? God has blessed us today. So we start with Hitch being the best dragon father there is and loses his child. And when he catches his son, his cutie mark magic hits light mode. Meanwhile, Misty ends up looking at Hitch's butt. His what? His flank. His what? His cutie mark glowing. And she just gets a little sad and envious. But accepts that her tramp stamp probably doesn't glow like the others, as she's the equivalent of a late apple bloomer. Izzy then proposes that she go ahead and try everything to make that ass glow. Pause? Make that cutie mark glow. Damn. So, they go out and try everything they can to assist Misty, the one who'd, for as long as she knew, only understood self-survival, hate, verbal aggression, and evil. Misty then almost dies in constructing a Tesla, does pretty well in being a dragon ant, becomes a new r/fail army submission, makes crystal meth with Pip, and works Sunny's afternoon shift at a crippling 9 to 5, and folds like an omelet in every single one of them. Then Misty to herself just goes, this nigga is trash. And then bro just runs away crying. I'm getting serious flashbacks to a long dead character and I don't like it. So bro runs through the woods like she's straight out of a Slender copy game, blood about to find all the pages before getting rocked. And she's just regretting every last bit of her decisions at this point, thinking about how she'll never be fitting in with the real ones. And right when she about to see Twilight Sparkle, Sunny comes out of the woodwork to help the homie out. Because Sunny knows how it really feels to feel lost, alone, and not fit in. All because she's now become the one remaining alicorn left. And thanks to Misty's epic superpower known as empathy, she glows up and hears the homie out, making her learn that you can only be alone if you keep all these pent-up feelings to yourself. And if you share these feelings to the people who care, you may just triumph over this sense of loneliness and misery. And Sunny reminds her that even if she's a blank flank on a blank fuck Friday, she will always belong with her homies. And real talk, y'all, I think that shit is beautiful. With that, Misty's cutie mark glows, and she graduates from Sparkle School. Don't take her to Sparkle College though, because that'll make those feelings of meaningless pop out again like a tornado in Texas. Written in the Starscouts, a Sunny-centered episode. Comes a little rare, but I'm not complaining, her episodes are good shit. So Zip reads through the FNAF lore books and just loses her damn mind trying to figure out what's in the FNAF 4 box.
What's in the fucking box?
Or if Michael Afton is actually alive. And Sunny's just like, still not any closer to solving the lore, are you? Man, this story is some bullshit. Try so hard to piece all these dumbass clues together, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oop, here's another entry that contradicts everything established. Why is there even 2 bites in the 80s? That, Zip, is why you stop at FNAF 3. Sunny sees a photo of her dad and just cannot remember anything about her childhood. Not since her mom had fucking died. This motherfucker Sunny is low-key a kinda tragic character for MLP. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. She's actually a soldier. But then the Bright House magic just goes, fine homie, I got you. An old dusty-ass book comes out, literally titled Sunny's Memory Book. And I will not fucking lie to y'all, my jaw dead-ass dropped. Because the book opens and we see Sunny's literal mom taking care of her as a child. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this? And like Sonic and the Black Knight, she gets thrown right into the damn book. And thanks to this, what we get to see is something we actually never got to see a single time in G5. Sunny reuniting with her family. And Cat None, this made me feel so warm and fuzzy. I knew full well that those tears from her as she jumped must have been the happiest tears she's ever had in her life when she saw her father, and definitely her mother, one more time. We then spend the rest of the episode going through Sunny's childhood memories as Zip tries not to have a panic attack, and not only is this some wholesome shit, it also gives us some interesting background, because it turns out she, like Argyle, was trying to find out what in God's name happened to magic, and how can they bring it back. There's a downright map she created in the book along with pictures of her roaming around Equestria. Mother Starscout then gives Sunny a telescope, and after baby Sunny gets a concussion and dies, her mom gives her husband and her daughter a hug, and goes, "I'll be back before you know it." And that's the last we hear from her. And if history tells us anything, we know she probably fucking died. And the last page then shows Sunny and her father looking at the sweet night sky, and she's told that her mother will always be watching her from above. Look through the telescope and see for yourself, kiddo. And then the Bright House says, "Alright, shut that shit up, nigga. Get out of my face." Wait! Sunny, you good? Man, this Bright House is getting weirder. Bro, Zip, I saw my mom! Oh, for real? Me too, my guy. Where did she go? Did she find out the lore? Is she dead? Hold on. Seems like the telescope was spat out by the book too. I think I know what I gotta do. They then go upstairs to where she was before the Bright House is being hit, and finally then gets to use the telescope. She takes a breath, and then peeks through the telescope to look at the skies. And then a star constellation of her deceased mother appears, shining the dark nightly skies, with Sunny tearing up knowing that her father was ultimately right. Her mother will always be watching her over from the skies. And I'm sure her mother would definitely be proud knowing that her daughter finally completed what she and her husband couldn't achieve. God fucking bless, man. Blockywockys. Okay, y'all, so this is where I'll be dick riding a lot. Because this episode, God almighty, this might genuinely be the best episode in the entirety of Tell Your Tale. Unfortunately for me, however, this one is 22 minutes long. So I'm gonna have to try and cover this as quick and efficiently as possible. Please help me, I'm dying out here. We start the episode and we've officially reached the best intro sequence in the entirety of the show, because it straight up just throws you into the episode with a pure happy-go-lucky vibe. Zip wakes up the gang with a smile on her face, similar to Pip waking up the gang with a smile on her face. Pip pulls out the rose quartz hairstyle, looking fabulous. Zip bounces on the bed with Misty. Pause. Nah. Resume. Sunny pulls out the alicorn transformation to give everybody breakfast, and Izzy is having as good of a time as an artist on their 30th commission with no break nor caffeine. As the beautiful day goes on where everybody's dancing their heart out while some of the most banger songs of the entire show plays, and as the peeps are having their victory lap after killing Opaline Arcana, Izzy is suffering the effects of no morning caffeine. And then she has to talk with Senior Trashman about her utter lack of drive to make anything. Izzy, maybe you should write another totally objective analysis. Yeah, I wanna, but that'll take so long and I'm already another 3 months without a video now. Hey, my guy, why don't you finish that every little thing she does video you promised a year ago? But I need to revise everything. The old script for that is trash. Maybe make a video specifically about Tell Your Tale, highlighting all the things you love about it. What's the point? No one's gonna watch that because G5 always faces hate and just keeps attracting toxicity in this community. Senior Butterscotch? I know I've seemed totally 100% normal with no sign of caffeine withdrawal today, but I'll finally admit it. I think I am out of creative juice. What? You deadass, my nigga? Just think about it, man. Every time I saw an MLP episode of any kind, or MLP character of any kind, I immediately thought of all the stupid humor with slightly serious analysis I could do with it, and just get to writing and editing for weeks. But now when I look at anything, I feel nothing. And when I look at what I wrote down and edited, I end up hating all of them. Maybe you're just overthinking it, Izzy? Possibly. Or... Oh no! What if I have... It's over, gang. I'm quitting. I can't go on like this no more. Izzy is now suffering from creative block. Sorry. The Blockywockys. The worst thing to ever have as a creator because it straight up stops you from doing the things you love the most. It stops you from finishing projects, it stops you from starting projects, it makes the projects you're currently working on start sucking more than the episode Fame and Misfortune, and if you make a living off of this, well, I hope you enjoy eating the crumbs on your floor for the next month. However, the Blockywockys isn't an end-all be-all disease that'll render you hopeless, because all thanks to the loved ones you have around you, reminding you of your worth and reminding you of your talent, you can always get back up regardless. And the first step to getting back up from it all is to do one crucial thing. Go outside. These are what Izzy's friends decide to teach her, and Izzy makes a decision to go on a quest. A quest to find the cure to the art block virus. Sorry, the Blockywockys. And her friends are just wondering, why would she just go out and do shit on her own? Don't she know that they're a part of the main toy line? Without her, the sales will drop harder than Hasbro's stock prices. And Misty's just like, hey brother, let that fellow go out and find a path on their own. We cool, but it's easier to figure things out sometimes when you hear it from your own voice instead of more than one person telling you. Instead, y'all, let's just give them some homie love. The main cast then give their recurring hero speeches and sends the powerful homie Rainbow her way. Oh shit, nice Rainbow, y'all. Now I'm locked in.
Look out, Blockywockys! I'm coming.
Izzy goes through the Aether portal, and after encountering Ice Cap Zone, she meets a pony named Stardance, who I can only assume is some Islamic representation due to her very peaceful nature and her hair looking like a hijab. I've been going through this weird condition known as the Blockywocky. Do you got any idea how to fix it? Yes, yeah, wait, Blocky what? Damn, well, I guess it's over. Wait, you wanna dance with the stars real quick? Bro, say less, ma'am.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I swear this show's visual team just cannot stop showing off their talent. Guarantee you that Trixie's on the VFX team, bro. Damn, this PS4 screensaver hits. Izzy then falls off the helicarrier, and right before she splats to the ground like Willy Coyote, she gets caught by the Skylander's dragon. And Izzy goes, thank you for making me not become pony spaghetti on the floor. Do you got an idea on how to cure the Blockywockys? Sorry, the Blocky what the fuck? Look, I mean that I'm suffering through art block. Ooh, alright, bet, I got a solution for you, cuh. Ooh, real shit, homie? Alright, what you got?
You're just gonna have to jump from this height. Whoa, G. I ain't Sonic the Hedgehog in this bitch. I am not surviving that jump. Don't worry, bro. You got a snowboard for this very occasion. But what if I get affected by the laws of physics? Just trust me, bro. Alright, bet.
Thanks to vote of trust, Izzy survives the potential assisted suicide. God bless the dragons for being the most chill niggas on the block. Seems like those lessons Ember got from Spike paid off well. Izzy then enters the nether portal to go to her next destination. After almost drowning, she meets, holy fuck, a sea pony? You about to tell me the hippogriffs evolved or some shit? And Destiny is such a chill, silly girl too. First thing she does is just go giggly mode after hearing Izzy ask for the cure to the blocky walking on the street. And her best advice for everything is simply that a little bit of laughter can just cure anything. After they do their little bit of giggling, Destiny 2 shows Izzy some braids that I can only assume are from some magical seaweed or something. SpongeBob and Patrick are tweaking in the distance now. And it activates a magical bracelet when two people engage in homie shenanigans. This would eventually inspire the creation of the homing bracelet and lead into another super beautiful visual. I swear to God, the visual people for this show is flexing like crazy on their new 20-minute runtime. Let these people keep their God-given utensils, because they are cooking. And speaking of cooking, a full-grade feast is about to happen after this, because after Izzy and Destiny decides to mix hydrogen peroxide in their hoof polish remover, Izzy gets blown out of the water and sent to the surface. On the surface, Izzy finds the remains of the Willy's Chocolate Experience event, and despite seeing this utter shit heap, Izzy's just like, damn, I bet ponies used to have a ton of fun in these parts. Such a shame that it's become like that weird animatronic restaurant Zip's so invested in it. What if, with a little love, imagination, and locking the fuck in, this place can become amazing again? And just like that, as Izzy inspects the streets of Detroit, Michigan, her creative ideas start flowing like they're the waters of a tsunami. Bro finally conquered the art block. We move! And bro jumps around the whole place filled with nothing but sheer excitement, like an artist going Superman mode after getting one idea.
What the fuck is that?
Bro's power was so high that it made the whole gang come out the crit. Y'all, check out that energy at the abandoned Willy Wonka event. The Legion of Doom might be back out of stone. Hey yo, is he? Yo, this carnival's so sick. Alright, check out the new do from her. Everybody gonna want that now. I guess you finally found your cure to your Blockywockys. Blocky what? Oh, that. Nah, I think I was just tripping, brother. I don't believe in Blockywockys anymore.
You!
For one, ain't nobody know what I was talking about. Them niggas thought I was on some newfound crack when I told them I had it. And for two, I think all I really needed to do was to just get away from the work desk for a minute and get new, fresh experiences. Like seeing some sweet new screensavers, almost dying from extreme height, and almost drowning to meet a Disney mermaid. Once I stopped worried about being all washed up and crashed out, I finally was able to lock the fuck in on a new project. Damn, good stuff, homie. Guess you don't need to have that quest after all. Nah, I'd say it was so necessary. Because I had a date with Destiny. Pause.
That was real gay, my nigga.
Plus, check out these sweet new braids. Aye, these designs are sick. And look at Misty, bro's got the dreads. We fucking winning out here, y'all. Hey, Izzy. This new accessory is looking fine. Like, how many can you make in a day? Deadass. How many? I'm an independent artist, Pip. Fair enough. But you gotta admit, this will make great pink. Actually, this whole park would do everybody a good service. This is kinda sick. You know what? Yeah. Now, what do we call this place? How about the Fun Fair Rise in Foods and Games and— too much to fit on a single toy box. True. How about we call it Disney World? Nah, that get us in trouble with the lawyers. How about Hasbro World instead? Oh yeah, sure. I agree. Fair enough. That's the best name I could think of. This will surely help Hasbro's financial situation. Alright, y'all, enough talk. Let's hop on some sweet rides. And then the group spends the last bit of their night just enjoying their newfound carnival, with the animators again just showing their sweet visual spectacle skills. And I'm just in front of my screen, leaving nothing but a satisfied smile on my face. They cooked with this episode, man. I'm telling y'all, give them more than 5 minutes of runtime and they'll go from Super Saiyan Blue quality to UI quality. But can we quickly talk about how this certain Ferris wheel has the same color scheme as a certain lilac-colored equine from centuries ago? Like, don't play with me, Hasbro. With all these hints and a literal episode title being Secrets of Starlight, I know what y'all are trying to do. Y'all think y'all niggas playing with me, but I know exactly what y'all are doing. Okay, you get the memo by now. This show absolutely gives me a stellar time. A fun cast of characters, sweet stories that make me go misty-eyed, good messages that I would definitely show to a kid, plenty of episodes that can make me laugh like I'm the Joker enacting in twisted shenaniganery, and a host of songs that I would play to my crib day in and day out. If my kid in the future ain't singing Let Out Your Light to the point of annoying the nearest bystander, then that little nigga ain't my kid. I'm just saying. I'm disowning them. But seriously, all jokes aside, this show is genuinely a fantastic piece of pony media that I and many others get a real kick out of. Right now, it's actually been my favorite piece of official pony entertainment that I can just never help but love. I deadass always look forward to a new episode of Tell Your Tale and hop on that shit the nanosecond an episode drops. It's very fun content, real talk. But unfortunately, sometimes we can't have nice things because we live in a house of fumbles. Because as of rewriting this section, Tell Your Tale is currently set to finish this October due to it being cut short way earlier than intended. And honestly, I am very sad it had to be that way. And I am also very disappointed in Hasbro for fumbling that fucking bad. But I will be watching and loving what's left of this and G5 as a whole, because I love this shit, dog. I know some probably aren't a fan of this kind of thing, and I totally get that for real. The show may not hit for some people, especially if they were a fan of either G4s or Make Your Marks format specifically. But the show has had a good 3 years of runtime with so much content that had come from it, with in my eyes some very exponential improvements that make it stand well in its own merits. If you're just curious to see it, or are a little on the fence about it, or just generally enjoy MLP content, give it a shot. See if you can rock with it or not. If you do, you're a real one for real. If you don't, you also a real one. It's cool, G. It ain't for everybody. I don't got anything else to say. I've yapped into your ears long enough. Tell Your Tale is fire. MLP, regardless of generation, is great content for kids and older. Starlight Glimmer is best pony. Thanks for watching. Do some stretches, gang. That body needs to be moving, dog. Make some healthy choices for yourself. See ya.